Where's the Queensland spirit now?
Never gets old.
Never does, never will. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Off-Field Drama Podcast. I'm Sterling.
I'm Berkey.
How the fuck are ya?
I'm fucking good. How are you, big fella?
Mate, good. Real good.
Cheers.
Cheers.
What do we got here? You're drinking a...
Hey, we lead different lives, bro.
What are you drinking there today?
The go-to. Little oat flatty.
Oat flatty. I've actually gotten into the oat flatty.
Yeah?
I was a full creamer, but now I'm...
Why is that funny?
But now I don't mind the oat.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I prefer it. I took a little bit getting used to it. I was a bit into the almond.
Yeah,
and
okay.
then someone was like, nah, try oat. And I tried it, and there's no going back.
Mate, I've had oat the past week because that's what's in the fridge, and
Whatever's there.
I'm on a budget these days,
Yeah.
so I'm...
Home's going well.
I tell you what, if there's that engineer out there, I'd love you to take that job, brother.
Yeah. A few calls.
Couple of calls, 2 interviews. He's turned it down, but the show must go on.
You're right, correct.
Mate,
the show does go on
The
for
show
Off-Field
does
Drama.
go on.
Even after Alfie, we where do we go from here? That was the question. And we thought, what better way to get back to it than just have you and I
Yeah, we had the greatest number 7,
of all time.
and we're still buzzing.
Yeah.
That was...
It rattled me.
Oh,
It rattled me.
it took over the globe.
It did. It went viral.
Yeah, big time. And naturally it should. I mean, it's been a whirlwind the last 7 days, and pardon the pun with 7. We've milked the hell out of that.
Why wouldn't you?
But, man, he was good on the couch.
He was real good. Real honest.
Yeah.
We wanted him to divulge in a few more stories, but, the man can't let it all out.
No, and he gave the people what they wanted,
You're
I think
right.
was a big thing, and it was all above board. Some of the stories were great.
Yeah,
It's a different side that I wasn't expecting. So, Alfie, happy birthday too. It was
Yeah.
his birthday yesterday.
For Sunday.
How old would the big fella be, do you reckon? 46?
I reckon he's 50.
Oh, I'd be well over 50, yeah, now that I've done
52,
my maths.
53.
Yeah, even
Big Gordy. Big Gordy was...
Gordy had his 50th
and
on
Matty
the
Johns,
weekend. Yeah, happy birthday to the G-Train.
Shit, there's something was in the air in that in the air that night. Jesus.
Yeah, there's been some bad stories running around. Love to be a fly on the wall at Gordy's 50th.
Yeah.
Didn't get the
Bit
nod.
of dancing.
Oh, he would have been shaking that booty in people's faces. But look, what a weekend. Massive Thursday night in terms of Broncos fans out there.
Huge. I reckon it was the best they've played all year.
We have
Honestly.
officially cemented ourselves. Probably going to finish 2, if not 1. Definitely cemented our top 4 spot.
We got a hard run home. We got Storm, Raiders. I think Raiders, Storm, not in that order. Raiders, Storm, Cows.
Throw Para in
Cows,
there.
Para. So,
Cows this Saturday, which will be a
is it?
blockbuster.
Yeah.
Up at...
Mate, I'm off this Saturday.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Shit, a brick.
We bucking?
The keys are... Put the keys away, kids.
Ash got the keys.
Oh, no, that's going to be trouble. What are you doing?
Gonna play Night of the Best against Harry. Gonna play some Ambrose, and then I think we might go to the Jube or something.
Yeah, okay.
I might wander back here. Who knows?
Where was I on the weekend? I parked up at the Queen's Arms, the QA.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Love
did
that
our
place.
work there.
Love that. You can't go wrong with
Nah,
QA, seriously.
nah. I mean, plenty of eye candy too from the
Yeah.
top deck. So, and then what did I do? All came back to mine for the Wallabies, which we'll get into.
Yeah, we'll
don't-
rub our noses in that piece of shit.
It's a big show. We're going to talk. Broncos are just outstanding.
Yeah.
We've got our legend and nom of the week.
Yep.
Wallabies, what a fucking disgrace. One of the greatest AFL players of all time is just retired, which we'll delve into.
I want to get into why we're the best sporting country in the world.
Yeah.
And we're not biased at all. But
No, not whatsoever. And then there's a couple of other little things that I'll bring up throughout the show. But first things first, Talkie, let's talk about those Brisbane Broncos.
yeah, no, they were stupendous. How do you put that into words? Their defence was just silly.
Silly. And
Like-
that's quickly what I want to say. When teams are enjoying defending their line,
Means that they're together.
the cohesion
Yeah.
is so good. That's why Panthers are good, Broncos are good. You know who did
Yeah.
that on the weekend? The Knights.
Yeah, they did. I tipped them. You tip them?
No, you
No,
tipped
I
them.
tipped them. And the fucking the Dolphins and the Titans ruined me anyway. So,
Well,
shit, that was Jermaine. Come on, bruh.
You've actually, that's a little spoil alert. That's
Yeah.
what I'm going to be talking about is tipping comps later in the show.
Yeah, I
Stay
like that.
tuned
I like that a lot.
because we're getting to the pointy end, kids.
I think Alfie said that as well about the Broncos. Though he said they're really enjoying each other's company, and they
Yes.
and you can tell, you can see, in footy teams and sports teams that you played in, where you play for each other. They're playing for each other, and that's how you win a Grandi. I think.
Well, and our attack, we already know we can attack like that. In terms of attacking teams that are going to, what's the word? Push that Penrith defence. Broncos are the number one. So it's if we can get our defence right, Ezra Mann, he's
a freak.
He's been a revelation. Reece Walsh is back. Payne went off for a little bit there, and that's when we let in a couple of tries. Would love Jordan Ricky to come back,
Yeah.
so that Paddy Carrigan can move back into the middle.
You know who I like is that big X, Xavier.
Big Xavier Wilson.
Well, yeah, mate. He's Willinson. He's a good looking bloody.
He's a tearaway
prospect,
too, yeah. Kurt Capewell too had a
Yeah.
great game, and just want to give a quick shout out to Kurt,
Yeah.
officially a shareholder.
Yeah.
And
Kurt.
we are so glad to
He-
have you on board.
He follows the boys. What a lad.
What a fucking lad. So, look, Broncos players out there, follow Kurt's lead.
And also get around his jerk. Man's got some jerk.
What kind of jerk?
Beef jerk.
Okay.
Never had it, but he rates it. We'll get it in here soon.
Yeah, will ya?
Yeah, it could be right here. Who knows?
What's it called?
No idea. Kurt's jerk.
Kurt's jerk.
Kurt's jerk.
Jerk Kurt.
Jerk Kurt? Jerk Kurt's meat. I'll fucking jerk his meat after they win the Grandy.
Oh, that's a
Jesus.
touchy subject, that one. But that was massive. Knights were huge on the weekend.
Yeah, they played well.
They
KP
played really well. KP, shit, he's in some good form.
And after he turned his back, I wouldn't say turned his back actually, but what he said to Billy about not wanting to play Origin for the rest of the year, he's proven a point. I think they're going to make the 8.
So do you have him in the 8?
I reckon they will. Eels aren't making it. Cows now, I'm thinking, are they going to make it?
They would
Sharks
do
might
a
drop
loss.
out. I reckon the Sharks might drop out.
Sharks have been shit
They've been
house.
atrocious.
Will Kennedy's a massive loss for them. Talk
I was
Nico
gonna say.
Hines back to the 1.
I was going to say, what's happened to them?
Well, they can't defend, that's for sure. They're defending
They can't score either.
No. I mean, there's something in the air at the moment. Nico Hines might play fullback. Watch this space.
Nico's just been shit since Freddie
Nice one,
fucked
Freddie.
him over,
Yeah.
I think.
I'd send a letter if I was Nico to Freddie saying thanks for ruining my fucking year, dickhead. That's been
Nico.
pear-shaped.
Mate, you know what hasn't been pear-shaped? Is the FIFA World Cup, the Women's World Cup.
Jeez, that's been good.
Unreal.
I was there Thursday.
Yeah, how was it?
Mate, the atmosphere was second to none.
Did you have one eye on the Broncos game or that game?
Look, my phone was absolutely buzzing.
KO?
No, I don't have KO.
You're missing out.
Yeah, I need you to give me a username
Yeah.
and password.
I use someone else's too. I use 2.
I was constantly refreshing, but I tell you what, the Matildas, they just couldn't put one in the back of the net.
Nah, I think they're missing Mary Fowler and Sam Kerr. I didn't know Mary Fowler wasn't playing.
Yeah, she got out with a HIA concussion.
Oh, I actually heard. Someone told me that. I didn't know it was her. And another girl, wasn't it?
Yeah, the defender was now not sure how you can get
At
concussed
training.
in soccer, but we'll need to talk to Sam Kerr about that one.
I don't know why the week before. What are you doing? Like, what coach is going, hey, like, go 100% full bore and knock each other out?
Yeah, well, I mean, unless she got concussed by the soccer ball doing a header, I'm not sure how else she would have got concussed.
You ever had a soccer ball hit your head? Like, anyone kicked a soccer ball in your head?
Oh, I can't header a soccer ball for shit.
It's like Mick Crocker. Remember Mick Crocker in Origin?
Did he do a header?
No, there's someone kicked the footy in his head. He got knocked out. Have you ever seen that?
Nah.
Shit, it hurts.
Dude,
it,
someone-
It just...
Someone got hit flush during the week.
Who was that?
I don't know what player
Falcon.
it was. Yeah, full flush Falcon.
Yeah.
We'll need one of the shareholders to do a bit of research for us there.
Yeah, I missed that.
But yeah, fully flushed. One thing I will say is it's a must win for Canada.
Or
Oh,
for Matildas.
For the Matildas.
What are you on about, bro?
Are we going to... Now, just remember here, team, OFD, we've been screaming for a bicycle kick.
Yeah, we need one.
Okay, now, Sam Kerr, it's been an unfortunate start to the tournament. I think we might have jinxed her when we released the bicycle kick and what Caxton Hotel was going to do. But, Sam, if you're watching, don't let this be your last game.
Yeah.
Do a bicycle kick and let us fucking put a tab at the caco.
Pretty sure if they win,
If they win, they're through.
and they also have their next game here in the round of
potentially,
16. Yeah,
okay.
so that's all the more reason to score a bicycle
Get
kick,
a kick.
Samantha.
I'll tell you what was great at the soccer, okay? The fucking Mexican wave.
Oh, yeah?
Holy shit, it was back.
Yeah?
I thought they tried to ban it. There was no banning of the Mexican wave. I think I saw it about 7 times. One thing I will also mention is it's funny that it's like, because it's a women's soccer game, right?
Yeah.
The crowd, like for instance, rather than like blokes doing an Aussie, 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 there was this bird. She was up and about Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. And I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, this is fucking hilarious.
You get into it?
Nah. I couldn't partake in that shit. We had great seats. It was a great game. I think Nigeria, they scored 3 goals, all off second chances, which was really disappointing. I think we would have had about 25 shots.
They said that, yeah. All off, but they scored off our mistakes.
Off
didn't they?
our mistakes.
Yeah.
So, a couple of our defenders, they'd like to have that game back.
I like
Get to the fucking Matildas shareholders. It's
Alana
good
Kennedy.
shit.
Alana Kennedy scored that header. Shit, that was a good goal.
Yeah, she
That
also
was-
she also fucked up too.
Did she?
So
Yeah.
she
She's
needed
one of
to
our
score
better
that
players,
goal.
so
I do like
Yeah.
A Kennedy.
yeah, I'm a big fan of her work. That was a really classy goal in the top. Like, couldn't have hit it better on her head.
Can
Into
I
that top corner.
say, Saucy, your mate Corey,
Gorry,
Gorry.
Katrina Gorry, yeah,
she's a handy soccer player.
she's unreal. Yeah,
Mate, I don't know. That's probably the best talent you've picked out in a while.
Mate, I know a good soccer player when I see one.
I know you
And
do.
Katrina Gorry is certainly a fucking 10 out of 10 soccer player.
Mate, she's
Yeah.
tiny.
Bah, I reckon she's like 5'2".
Oh, she's a small little thing.
I think.
We actually tried to send you a message, Gorry, if you're licking out there or
Yeah.
listening, or
Hey, we'll send another one.
Yeah,
we love your work.
we also did send one to Sam Kerr and Cam Smith. I actually sent
Yeah?
one to as
The
well.
golfer?
Yeah, the golfer. So look, check your DMs, you three.
We don't want to jinx anyone, but at the same time, we want to manifest things.
Oh, there
And
we go.
We kind of did it last week with Alf.
7 days ago.
7 days ago. Hey,
Paddy Carrigan, you are welcome.
you're welcome.
You are seriously welcome, because what we put forward to Alfie,
We got you off the nudie run, basically.
pretty much you owe us a nudie run now.
We want it in here.
We want a nudie run at the Caco free of charge.
Get around it, Paddy.
Who else wants to try? Because if you want to try, or any shareholders out there that want something,
Come to
just
us.
slide into our DMs and we will manifest
Yeah.
it.
We're all about manifestation.
Good or
on
bad.
the OFD pod.
That was massive what we did for Paddy.
I didn't know he was playing on the edge.
Nah, and I said to a mate he was going to go over. 6s for any time I thought was a little too short.
Do you know what you also called off pod is AJ to score 3?
Oh.
And I mean, that's not rare. The man scores tries in his sleep, but I watched that and I was like, that's fucking sick.
See, this is what I'm saying. We've given the shareholders some shithouse bets
Yeah.
on camera, but off camera we're like winks.
Yeah. Do you want to why don't we dab into that now?
Okay.
And just imagine we're off camera. What do you
Righto.
got?
What have I got? Well, what I will tell you is Matildas will win.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Matildas are going to win 3-1.
3-1 against Canada.
Against Canada.
I reckon 2-0. Sam Kerr will score 1 goal.
Yeah, she will.
And I reckon Alana Kennedy might go over again.
Yeah,
Get one over.
You love seeing the big giraffe go forward.
Yeah,
don't
she's
you?
got to be a giraffe about her.
She's a tall thing.
I think she plays for Man City.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
So do most of our
How do I
girls,
know this?
Yeah, you've been playing too much FIFA 23 as the women's team.
The Brisbane Roar.
What else was I going to talk about? I thought there was another girl that's pretty handy in that
Vine?
soccer time.
Courtney Vine, I think.
Yeah,
We got a couple out. There's a lot out that we needed.
We're doing things. It hasn't gone to plan.
No.
Tony, the coach, I was blowing up at him during the game because I don't think he realised we had a bench.
No.
Use your fucking substitutes,
He's
Tony.
copping a lot of grief, I think, and criticism about how he's gone about things. I don't know if he's the. I don't think he's the guy.
I'll tell you what's funny. He was wearing these Nike fucking dunks.
Yeah, he kind of looks like Jurgen Klopp,
Yeah,
like
he
a poor man's version of Klopp.
He's on the chopping block, Tony. Tunza knows this as
He's
well.
on the chopping Klopp.
If they lose to Canada and don't
Yeah,
make
he's
it out of the
done.
group stage,
He's done.
You can start looking on Seek.
Avita Zen, bruh.
Yeah. Or parlez l'enfrancais, as the French would say.
Is he French?
He's French.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Burke, you know what I really like is the phrase bull.
You bullfighter or bull?
Just bull.
Yeah, like how are you, bull?
How are you, bull? How's your day, bull?
Yeah, it's a
Hey,
good
bull.
it's a good share.
Rolls off the tongue,
Yeah,
bull.
yeah. There's a few bulls out there
And there's where there's no bulls.
in that fucking Wallabies team.
How'd you know?
Oh, they are a bunch of. How do I go easy on these cats?
Park footy players.
They are nothing short of when I watch schoolboy rugby and you go to training and they put the A's up against the D's. That's the sort of shit that on Saturday night the All Blacks was like the A side and the Wallabies was the D side.
Yeah.
There was no desperation whatsoever. That try that Will Jordan scored on the wing there, Geordie Patea, mate, if you're going to tackle with your arms, just chop him off.
Yeah, nah.
That was piss weak. If that was Origin, he would have got folded over the sideline.
Don't put them in there. No, that's not even a thing.
Mate, they were seriously bad footy side. And I just don't get it because we've been losing for 22 years.
I don't get some of the selections. I don't get that Tom Hooper fella. I just don't get it. Did you watch the game against Argentina?
No.
Like, you're throwing the bloke into the deep end and you've got other guys that have... What my problem is they pick young guys and they debut them. And it's not like, the Kiwis where they earn it. They play maybe like 50-odd games in their provincial code and then minimum probably that, like, around that for Super Rugby.
Yeah.
And it's just... Australia's just got this fucking, like, fascination with picking... guys out of schoolboys and going, you're the next big thing, you're the next talent, and putting all this pressure on them. Like Noah Lolesio. Like, is he injured? I don't know if he's injured, but what's happened to the bloke?
Injured.
Is he? Well, something similar to that. Like, I just don't understand who's picking the teams and who is in charge of some of these selections because it's mind-blowing. It actually is mind-blowing.
I've got an issue. I listened to Eddie Jones's press conference on Sunday and he tried to tell me that the first 20 minutes was good. Hey, Eddie.
Sorry, what?
Rain check, big guy. Game goes for 80 minutes.
Yeah.
How about 80 minutes be good?
Shit, that's got a bit of ashes about it.
Oh, drives me insane.
We played well. We were the better team. Wait, what was the score? 2-0 in the first fucking... Like, exactly. Game goes for fucking 80, Eddie.
We've been losing for 22 years, the Bledisloe.
Yeah.
Well, me and you are about 28. So since we were 6,
Yeah.
we've seen a Bledisloe win.
I don't remember it.
No,
You're right, but I don't remember it. That's how long it's been.
Stop telling me we were good for 20 minutes. And then he tops it off with, and this was the best part. Oh, geez, the boys were tired by the end of it.
Why?
Why are we tired, Eddie?
Professional athletes.
Hey, Eddie. Maybe let's start running more.
No.
Less walking, Eddie.
I don't know where we go from, where we go.
Oh,
Like, World Cups, I don't think we're getting out of the group stage of the World Cup.
thank God we're with a bunch of peanuts in our group.
Who's in our pool?
Wales, Fiji, and then I think you
Mate.
could probably throw Georgia or someone like
Mate.
that in there.
Honestly, if there's a fucking market to pick bro, Georgia and us aren't getting out of the pool. Wales is pretty freaking handy,
they're
and
pretty
Fiji,
smoky, yeah.
Fiji's playing a lot better.
It was our biggest crowd too at the MCG,
Yeah, Morph was there. Shout out Morph.
and we served that shit up.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I've watched some footy. What I'll say is, being a Wallabies fan right now is the closest thing to being a West
Blues fan.
Tigers fan.
I was going to say that's how it feels to be a Blues fan. But
Either a Blues fan, a West Tigers fan, or
mate,
North
you know
Melbourne.
what I reckon about the fucking West Tigers? Kick them out of the comp, or let them play in Perth and call them the extremely West Tigers.
They were actually not bad on the weekend. I don't know if you watched them, but they weren't bad. They weren't bad. If Appy Coruscant wasn't in that side, they would have put 40 on him.
Yeah.
Junior Talau, is it? Now, Junior, I want you during the week to practice what you do with a 3-on-1, because I can tell you right now, you don't run it yourself.
Hey, shout out to Cam McInnes as well for blokes in shit teams. 83 tackles. He made 50 in the first half.
Was it 83 or 78?
I've heard like 81.
Yeah,
Heard different things. I don't know. Who knows?
Who's taking this data?
Who sits there and goes, yeah, how do you justify a tackle?
Unless there was a bit of third man in and that sort of like
Hindy
flop and
special.
stuff. Yeah, it's a Nathan Hindmarsh fucking 101. But just another quick one just to bring back to Eddie Jones, because it's seriously pissing me off. Some of their tries on the weekend were either pick and go or mauls.
Schoolboy shit.
Once again.
Yeah.
That's D level shit.
A well-drilled maul, like, it's hard to stop.
Yeah.
But what wasn't hard to stop was their first try. And I feel bad for Tate.
Thank you. Now, being a world-class number 9 myself, Saucy, 101 at a 5-metre line-out is you tell the forwards to get it, come to the ground, and let's maul.
Yeah.
Now, Tate McDermott...
I was having this conversation with someone, and I said... I learnt that when I was in juniors.
That's under 12 shit. Whenever you start doing line out.
What do you think's going to happen?
Mate, Barrett's eyes couldn't have lit up.
He was licking his chops.
Mate, if Tate McDermott's ever seen the backside of his asshole, that was when he saw it.
I'm nearly going to spit my coffee out. It's going to happen one day. Legit. And it's going to go everywhere.
That was some of the dumbest shit. Like, that is 101. And Tate... You tell the forwards, hey, piggies, we're going to get this line out and we're going to go to the ground.
Yeah.
Do not pop it off the top 5 metres out.
That was embarrassing.
Once I saw that shit, it was close to... You know what was on at the same time or just over was the amazing Q clash down the M1. Suns versus...
we lost that.
Suns versus the Lions. Now, there was a massive talking point to come out of that game. And I want to talk about it because I think you might have done it back in your day. The Squirrel Grip is officially back. It is officially back, courtesy of the captain, Took Miller. Now, I saw footage today of Tukey grabbing Dane Zorko's John and nutsack. That man had the greatest grasp of his cojones.
Do you reckon Zorko's packing?
Oh, I don't know, but Took doesn't have a big hand, so you do the maths. Nah, I bet you Dane's well hung. But, mate, the grab on this sack of his, and he's gone to the AFL. So I listened to Dane came out earlier in the week, and he's absolutely fed up because, according to the AFL, I think they've given the green light for Squirrel Grip.
See, I'm not huge on my AFL. We know that. Is this guy good? Is he a good player?
Tuco's the captain of the Sun.
See,
so he's leading from the front, and he said, "Righto, boys.
I like that a lot.
If we're going to grab a nutsack, this is how you grab it."
And they grabbed it literally by the balls and won the game.
It was twisted around.
Zorko's good, eh?
Yeah, they've got a bit of history too.
Yeah, nice. See, when you
have you ever grabbed a nutsack?
Well, I was going to save this when we have Big Tommy G on. I'll still save it, but when you're not really good at sport, you resort to things like a squirrel grip. You got to get inside the head of your opponents, and you do anything.
that really puts a player off because they know that their John has just been violated.
See, I was actually when I would like fish hook or little squirrel grip, eye gouge, whatever.
Yeah.
I was the skipper, so I thought in my head I would be like, I've got to do anything.
You are Took Miller.
I've got to do anything I can do.
Did you talk to Took? Can we get Took on here? Because we might have another Took Miller Jr.
Do you want me to tell you something?
Yeah.
Me and Took are boys.
Oh, here we go.
He was here the other week.
Really?
Yeah, he came in for dinner, and he's actually like my second cousin.
Fuck off. Took Miller, being a cousin of Saucy's, I'd just love to get you on here, mate. Who was he with? The Suns boys?
Yeah, there was a couple of them.
They have the week off, or they
I don't know, mate. I'm just joshing. Nah.
You need to watch it. If you haven't, shareholders, if you haven't seen it, it's great. I was thinking of famous things like Hopperwadi stands out.
Oh, yeah.
The Hopper.
Yeah. See, that's different. I'm not into buttholes.
No, yeah, you Took, maybe Took was just sending a feeler.
Yeah. No, I kind of like that.
It adds a bit of flavour.
Hey, boys, we're going to win this game and we're doing anything. I'm going to do anything we can. And I'm going to throw off their best player.
Not only are we going to win, but I'm going to make this guy have nightmares.
Maybe not have babies.
Well, I think he's got kids, so he might not need any more.
He's set. He doesn't need
I'd love to know what he said to his missus. Imagine if he grabbed his wiener better than his missus does.
Like, how deep are we talking in the wiener grab?
It was, when we talked about Carlos Alcaraz's fucking Spanish
the bull.
Spanish croquet nuts.
Yeah.
He had as big a nut, girth of that.
True.
This man got so
I'm getting aroused. He's just like meloned it.
Plum.
Plumbed.
Plum. Like when you get hit in the box?
Yeah.
That's where he was grabbing. Right in the sweet spot. But look, let's
move on.
Let's get away from Took.
Yeah.
It needs to be mentioned that probably one of, if not the greatest player of our generation has retired today.
Yeah.
Buddy Franklin, Lance Franklin. Now, this is breaking news, shareholders, and this is what we do on OFD. He's hung up the boots. He got injured on the weekend, Saucy. I know you wouldn't have caught it, so I'll bring you up to speed.
Fill me in.
Did a calf against the Bombers.
Shit, there's a lot of carbs going on.
Oh, I tell you
Latrell, Sam,
Buddy.
Fuck me.
God, we might need to get a calf rubbed down so we don't pull it on show.
Might have been a bit tight too.
Yeah, well, I'm concerned we might do a calf.
You've got nothing to worry about with those pins. Jesus Christ.
So we might need to do that because the last thing we need is the shareholders for us to be off for 2 to 3 weeks.
Shan't be happening.
No. So we would play with a calf.
Yeah.
If we had a calf injury, we'd still turn up.
We'd strap up. Yeah.
Just a bit. I want to run you off.
Yeah,
Buddy
talk to me
Franklin,
about
Buddy. We've got to give him the respect. And being a former Hawthorn great, like myself, of course, massive fan.
Jesus.
So, shareholders, this is Buddy's resume, and Godspeed to the big man. 354 games, 1,066 goals. He's a 2-time premiership player, 8-time All-Australian, 4-time Coleman medalist, 13-time leading goal kicker for his club, 2-time goal of the year. And like my mate's dad said, and I want to quote the big fella here, his 1,000th goal was his final fairy tale moment.
Yeah, nice.
I think it was a great way for Buddy to go out. You'll never see that again.
Any Gaelic on there? Did he play any Gaelic games for Australia?
Did he play any Gaelic? I didn't go that far, Saucy.
Against
I
the Irish?
apologise.
That'll get me into my little spiel, I reckon, about
Fire away.
Why are we the best country on earth at sport, at all sport? Let's not include rugby union. The Kiwis can have that.
Oh, God,
we've passed that on.
Oh, fuck. We gave that to them on a platter.
Once upon a time, we were, but not anymore. Let's talk about the swimming, the cricket, the Matildas. They're going all the way. Rugby league. Like, what really sent me was the swimming. Like, who we've got, 25, 26, 7 million people here. Don't quote me on that.
No,
but
you're on the money, mate.
I think it's 27. As opposed to America, they, how many fucking medals did we get? 15 and they got 3?
Per capita, we're talking?
Per capita,
Yeah.
it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, show's over.
It G's me up.
No,
like it
fire
actually,
up.
like it gets me going.
I want to
Like,
see you fired up.
It just makes me proud.
Oh, you should be proud, big fella.
You know,
I'm staring at a Wallabies jersey, and that jersey used to make me proud. And this is what kills me about the Wallabies. I can't believe I've gone back there. We will put our heart and soul into supporting these fuckers. And they just can't play rugby.
Yeah.
But sorry, go back to your... Because at the moment, the swimming at the moment's where you were going.
I just reckon it's unbelievable. Like, swimming, like, how basic is it? And we're that fucking good at it.
Yeah. Handy when you live on a beach.
Yeah, real handy.
Yeah,
well, I mean, last time I checked, America was surrounded by water.
Yeah.
Most of it.
Yeah, well, their issue is they've also got idiots in the middle of it too. So it evens itself out. I don't even think they know where they're swimming. They're like, I mean, at the end of the day, we're like dolphins in the pool, aren't we? That Emma McEwen,
yeah.
She's a fucking...
And there's a
backstroke of McKeon.
There's another one too. Younger one beat Titmus.
Yeah, Titmus. And
I'd
McIntosh.
Yeah.
Well, she's Canadian.
I don't know.
Yeah,
She beat her own world record. Is that the one you're talking about?
Well, there was an Aussie that beat Titmus in the 4 or 200. She's a young bird.
I don't know. I just wish there was some sort of like award that could be, you know,
overarching award.
An overarching award around the world that dictated Australia or some sort of nation being the best nation at sport.
How do you... Yeah, because we're actually also good at field hockey. Don't ever forget that.
We're fucking great at field hockey.
Running,
actually, it's called the Olympics. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit, Saucy.
I just had a light bulb moment. And someone turned it out.
Oh, my God.
Man.
Why do they play that event every 4 years to determine who's the best nation?
Yeah. Well, they don't have rugby league and
they miss it a few. They got like
in it.
skateboarding.
See, if skateboarding's in it, as rugby league needs to be in the Olympics.
Well, they've got sevens in there, yeah.
Yeah, women are much good at it. No, we are. We are good at sevens.
The women turn up.
Oh, shit, yeah. Caslick.
Oh, yeah, Charlotte.
Mate,
She's homegrown.
She loves this place too.
Kako?
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll...
See her here. She frequents it a bit.
Yeah, she'll
loves
come in.
Loves a good time.
Well, we can get her on the couch.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. I'd love to know about sevens and their little prep and how they go about their business.
Yeah, I bet you would.
Yeah. Reminds me of myself.
I don't know how you'd go at sevens.
Mate, I played
Endurance is a big part of sevens.
Oh, man. I thought I was going to be good, and I didn't know how slow I was until I was out in the back line and just got gassed like twice off a scrum. Fuck, it was embarrassing. Out at UQ.
Who were you playing for North Eagles again?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always going to be a tough day.
It was just one-on-one and just smoked.
The Gallopers, by the way... you can put a pencil through them for 2023. Yeah,
they done.
Lost to Bond on the weekend.
Unlucky.
I wasn't out there, but from what I gather, Heartbreak City down 26-0 at halftime. Tried to come back. And,
did we just manifest that?
Yeah.
Did that just happen? Yeah. As we're talking about it, one of the great 6th grade players of all time, Josh Clutterbuck, walks in, and we're are we thinking about going down next season, Berkey?
Oh,
that's a no. I'm getting offers from West Panthers League. Nah, that's a load of shit.
Yeah, that is a load
I might go
of
down
shit.
to Jeeps, bro.
I think we've just stopped a 10-year drought. I think of making Prem grade finals, something along those lines. So, look, my mail tells me correctly. Apparently, the great Mitchell Trelevin almost had a try to tie it up, but couldn't find the white line, which isn't the first time he hasn't found the white line. But
hey, that's put a line through him. That's how Norse feels at the start of every season. At least you guys got halfway.
Oh, I know. I mean, the fact that we haven't made it's quite disappointing.
You got a good team too.
Yeah,
pretty good team.
We had a few players back, but that's all right. Bali comes early for the boys, so book your ticket, kids, and buckle up. Love to see Michael Richards go round for one more season.
Yeah,
one of the greatest captains to take that club.
How old is he?
Oh, he'd be 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
That's old in park footy.
Yeah, he was injured for a bit of this season, but look, I'll have a word to the big fella, and I think we'll get him around one more time.
Yeah, nice.
Can we quickly bring up my legend of the week and knob of the week? Now, legend of the week had to be the great Paddy Carrigan.
Had to be.
I think it was a no-brainer getting off the duck.
I wanted it to be the entire Broncos team, but we can't really do that.
Yeah.
We can, but...
If they win the premiership in 2023, which there's a good chance they will, you can pencil them in for Legend of the Year.
Yeah. I've called it. I reckon they're making the grand final.
Yeah.
Easily.
Tickets have come on sale.
We're getting some.
Yeah, I know we are.
Let's fucking go.
Courtesy of the Caco.
You heard it here first.
We'll get a bus. Maybe we could get a bus.
That'd be fun.
With the Caxton Hotel logo on it and take it. We'll all get on from the Caco, get
Clutzy?
the shareholders on.
What do you reckon?
And bring everyone down, all the shareholders, get on that fucking bus, and we're heading to a core stadium.
And we're going to win.
We'll probably be taking on the whole of Western Sydney, so probably bring a knife or something where you can protect yourself.
The Tour de Bronco.
Yes.
And we'll get a big Bronco.
A big
car.
Bronco car. Maybe we could get some ex-greats, Lottie DeKiri or someone.
That'd be fun.
You know, we'll get the Pearl on.
Pearl would go.
Pearl will go. And just be stocked full of 4X on that bus.
Yeah. No, that'd be gold.
Just keep it running.
All night.
That'd be great. We'll just get some thingies. Now, my knob of the week. And this is a little left field, and people probably won't know because who the fuck does know? But it's the Logies. Now, I don't know if you know, Sauce, but they were actually on last night.
I had no idea until you told me today.
No, I only found out this morning that they were on when I found out that the great Jackie O rolled into her radio show this morning.
Bit dusty.
In the same getup as what she was wearing. And looking pretty easy on the eyes, might I add. Now, you should have seen Kyle Sanderland's reaction when his co-host rocked up at 5 o'clock in the morning, fully gassed up, hadn't slept, and was ready to produce a show.
Was she chirpy?
Oh, she looked so dusty.
Yeah.
She looked in such a bad way, the young girl.
Everyone remembers Carl, and
When
he did it well. He pulled it off. Was she just fuck-eyed or what? Or...
You know when a chick, because
Sloppy?
they've been wearing makeup and stuff and
yeah.
the eyelashes and what is it around the
mascara?
Mascara, it goes. And
Yeah.
I saw
Good on her.
Yeah, great form. And this
Yeah.
is what I'm saying. So the Logies, because it's fucking shithouse and no one gives a shit about it. Right?
Anymore. I used to like watching it. It's kind of like the Wallabies. You don't know they're playing. You don't know what's on.
It literally is. But the good thing to come out of the Logies is when you get shit like Jackie O.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone who's just completely embarrassed herself, but also fucking done a bit of work where we can have a yarn about her. And Carl made a comment during the show, which people might have seen, where he referred to his old mate Koshi as doing bumps.
Oh, no.
Okay, now it didn't go down too well because I don't think Koshi's had a bump in who knows how long. But the feedback wasn't too good. Now, I can tell you now, Carlos would have a nose deep in it.
This is a true story about Carlos. He worked here as a glassy.
No
Swear
way.
on my life, yeah. On my life. He worked back in the day here at the Caxton as a glassy. I'll confirm it.
What, you were alive or no? No,
I wasn't alive. No, he would have been young. He would have been real young before he worked for any
news
TV or
outlet.
whatever. But he dead set worked here.
Does he give credit to the Caxton for
Well, we
where
basically
he's come
started
to
his
now?
career.
Yeah.
We basically launched his career as a famous
I reckon.
TV
Do you reckon he
personality.
pours a good beer or it'd be fucking shithouse?
I actually just remembered Carl as a turncoat. He says he loves Queensland, and then he says the next minute when New South Wales is going good, he's a New South Welshman.
Nah, he's a Queenslander through and
He
through
better
now,
be.
isn't he? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and he is now.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
that's got turncoat all over.
We've brought him over. Hey, how was Saturday night? It was like Rio de Janeiro in the car
Yeah, it
park.
was. I want to go to Brazil. I want to live in Brazil.
I
for
bet you want to live
an
in
extended
Brazil.
period of time.
Jeez,
Shit, it was good.
there must have been some eye candy
I didn't
in that
know.
car park.
I didn't know how many Brazilians lived in Brisbane. I don't think they've just flown over.
They weren't staying at the hostel
Hey.
at the top of Caco, though, were
Bruh,
they?
here, let me help you out.
Yeah, can you?
There you
This
go.
is brutal.
There you go.
Fuck, I'm getting hammered by that, son.
Nah, Brazilians are They're on another
They're
level.
a good bunch, aren't they?
Great bunch of people. Really nice. Just so completely respectful. No dramas.
Geez, there would have been some dancing going on in that
There was some
car
hip
park.
shaking.
Yeah. Oh, shit,
Yeah.
yeah, there would have been.
A lot of shaking.
How
of
were
hips.
your hips? They rusty as all hell,
Mate,
or were
I'm
you
still
shaking?
going. Just wobbling. I saw them move and I just thought,
Oh, I'd love to get you back on the D floor.
you won't get me off, baby.
Oh, that's the good thing.
Yeah.
Once you're on, it would have been a sellout.
I think it was. Yeah.
Like that
I think it was close.
But that car park would have been heaving.
You couldn't move. Like, you could, but they liked it. You know, they like being sardined and
Still going at
partying. And they didn't win. They lost. They lost to
that's
France
sour.
2-1, so they didn't really come back. They didn't come back as much as they pre-gamed and
Selling
stuff.
any Brazilian grog?
We did actually.
Oh,
We had a cocktail, the caipirinha. We made a caipirinha
What is that?
with cachaça. Mate,
Okay.
I don't even know. It's some sort of type of liquor, and it's basically like a caprioso. So it's like sugar, lime, and then this white sort of vodka-y thingo, and it's nice, sweet and sour. It's good, a little refreshing. They loved them, and they smashed Stone and Wood.
Do they?
They love jugs of gold and Stone and Wood. It's crazy.
I tell you what, I love Stone and Wood too.
Yeah.
So if that's something we've got in common, then I'm in.
Yeah, bloody oath.
Now, Saucy, we're getting to the pointy end of the season. Now, as you all know, when it gets to the pointy end of the season, that means tipping comps.
Yeah,
They tend to really get in this tense moment. AFL, NRL, it's all happening. And right at the pointy end of the season is when you need to grab your nutsack and show a bit of ticker and find a roughie.
Yeah.
Find a roughie in the haystack. Now, I don't want to toot my own horn, but yesterday I did that. Okay? I tipped the doggies. Now, no one else besides one other person tipped the doggies in the tipping comp. Okay?
yeah.
Now that there, and this is a warning to my tipping comp, show some nutsacks or I'm going back to back. Okay? AFL, NRL, shareholders.
Well, that caught us by surprise.
That was like an alarm to all the shareholders to say Berkey's ready to rock and roll. Now, this is a very important warning to all tipsters out there. If you're wanting to win the tipping comp, you're going to need to find a roughie. You're going to need to go over and beyond and do something that not everyone else is doing, because you don't win tipping comps picking the favourites.
No, you don't. See, I picked the Knights.
That's big.
That was my roughie. I really liked what they.
That was a huge tip.
What they what they produced. That took me by surprise. Even how much they won by. The Dolphins, but that was their game to win. And I actually said it, that Burton field goal, that's going to hurt them just before halftime.
That was a handy field goal.
Well, it proved to win the game. Just annoys me because that you know, I lost the last three.
Who
was? No, the last two. The Titans beat the fucking
upset.
Cows, man.
Well,
no one tips that.
But
seriously.
This is what I'm saying. So, shareholders out there, if you're going to win a tipping comp, show a nutsack.
What's your nutsack pick of the week for this week?
Well, this week, Cowboys Broncos. That's a roll of the dice. But I mean,
mate.
no, as in from a market point of view, you don't need to ask me who I'm tipping. Now, Roosters Manly. Now, that's a tough game. So there's a chance for someone to grab a nutsack there. Titans Warriors, nutsack job. Dolphins Knights, nutsack. Okay, this is what I'm saying. Who wants to be Took Miller and grab their own nutsack and tip a roughie?
God, that's good.
Be a Took Miller. That's what I'm saying out there.
Who is your nutsack bet of the week? That's what I'm getting there.
Well, what you've got to realise is now, Bart, because I'm technically, I think, on top, people played their jokers, I may not need to use my nutsack this week.
No, that's bullshit.
Okay?
You've just loaded all the shareholders up about how they need to grab a nutsack, and there you go, crawling back into your fucking little cave of non-nutsack holding. What would Took say? What would Took say about that?
Took could Squirrel Grip the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who's probably not a bad bet, and I don't know if Tino's back, but the Titans at home. They don't have consistency is my only issue. Look, I'm saying it now. It could just be a straight... The Dolphins, maybe?
It never is. It never is.
Maybe Finns up. Actually, Finns are playing in Perth this week.
My nutsack bet of the week, because you're dabbling and fence sitting and fucking around over there. I'll give you my nutsack bet of the week. And look, it doesn't have to win, but it will.
Yeah.
Manly, $2.35 straight off the bat against the Sydney Roosters. Manly got more to play for. How are they underdogs there? I'll give you another nutsack. I'll give you the left one this time.
Show me your left nut.
I'm going to go... I'll give you a little tripod. I'll go you the Melbourne Storm and I'll raise you with the Cronulla Sharks. I could be talking out my arsehole, but I reckon the Melbourne Storm aren't losing again.
That's brave, but I like it.
They're looking for top 4. They need to cement that top 4.
That'll be physical, that game.
They aim up against Penrith too. And I think the Sharks, if they got to win this game or fucking see you later, you're out of the top 8.
I'm going to go Dolphins. That's my nutsack tip of the week.
Okay.
I think Knights, long flight to Perth, they might fall asleep. Dolphins, Wayne will be asleep the whole time. But
and he'll wake up and he'll cheer the boys up.
He'll wake up when he needs to wake up. That was a game they should have won on the weekend. Ponga, if they shut down Ponga, it's anyone's business. Thing is, Knights are probably going to be a little bit more desperate than the Dolphins, but you never know. They're playing in Perth, and Dolphins might like that WA beach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's something over there. Don't get caught by the Sharks, kids. Sweep between the flags. But that's what I wanted to just quickly say. Tipping comp, it's getting to the point, and if you want to win a tipping comp, show your nutsack.
I'm right up there in our one here. I forgot to put in my tips in the one you're talking about with the boys, but that annoyed me too because I was going well in that. But I'm going pretty well here. I'm in like top 5 out of 103.
Yes.
So I'm right up there. We don't do jokers and shit. We do best bet of the week. Okay. And if you get that wrong, you lose 3 points. But if you get it right, you get 3 points.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's a little bit of a jagger. I stupidly picked the Storm last week and they lost to the Knights. So that fucked me.
Mate,
that
the
really
whole
fucked me.
The whole country picked the Storm.
But you'd circled Panthers over the Dogs that week as your certainty bet. That ruined me.
Your tipping comps for about 5 Gs too.
That's about the prize pool, I think.
Prize pool, yeah.
So you get 2 or 3 out of it, and then there's like 5 or 6 placings, which is awesome.
Yeah.
If you get some cash out of that, you're doing well.
When you listen to this potty too, shareholders, because we're manifesting, we're assuming, and we're not assuming, we're telling you that the Aussie cricket team would have just clinched the Ashes.
They've chased down a
record total at the Oval. Khawaja and Warner set a platform.
Unreal start.
Fantastic. Matildas would have won too after when you listened.
Do you know what's awesome is that same thing as the Poms, the rain.
Yeah.
You know.
Same thing as the Poms, the rain.
So if it continues to rain, we were on top.
Yes.
You know, and we can fucking go on and go on and say, whinge. Nah, you fucking dead shit. We want to fucking play and we will win. And it's not going to be a draw.
Yeah.
But if it is, it's 2-1 and see you fucking later.
If Davey needs to walk out there with flippers on and bat, he will.
Because that's the Aussie way and that's the Davey way.
And he'll probably need to put a fucking, what's it called? Not goggles.
A snorkel?
A snorkel.
You need a snorkel for your nose. Look at that thing in the sun.
Dude, I'm feeling like there's a bit of dust around, and when this schnoz picks up a dust...
You get a bit of hay fever?
It's good night. Like, this nose will go... Like, there's not even... And I can already feel it coming on.
Oh, no.
Like, it could be a good little segue into us getting a sponsor, and that sponsor being Zyrtec. Because if there's anyone out there that punishes Zyrtec more than me, come shake my hand.
I got news. We will have a sponsor in the coming weeks.
Ring a ding ding.
We'll let it be, but we got 1 or 2.
Really?
Yep.
This is news to me, so I'm excited.
I'll leave it be.
Okay.
But
And we've got a new backdrop
very soon.
coming in.
Very soon.
Do we know when the backdrop's coming?
No.
Because I think the shareholders, if you can tell, that sun has just been drilling me today.
Is there anything that correlates with sun and noses? Having to sneeze?
Oh, fucking hell. I don't know.
Probably not.
No, but mate, I don't know what happened up here on the weekend, but there is dust coming up my schnozzer.
Nothing happened up here this week.
And it is just.
The Brazilians left something in here. Bit of a stench or something. I don't know.
Oh, my Godfather. Well, that might be a wrap.
Yeah. Before you blow up the fucking set.
Before the shareholders just hear me sneezing all over the
Hawking.
microphone.
Yeah.
Play that track for the shareholders.
Thank you.
Hey, hell of an ep. We've just there's a couple of guests that we've just put in the pipeline as well. So Alfie set the tone for OFD.
We're gonna try and go one every couple of weeks or months or something, and keep it fresh, keep it refreshing. You don't want to hear us talk all the time.
No.
Although you do. Although we do.
Yeah, I will talk all day, but I can't keep talking if there's fucking dust going up my nose because all you'll hear is sneezing.
All right, Dust Boy. That's
Far
episode
away.
8. Thank you
Love your
very much,
work,
ladies and
baby.
gentlemen.
Where's the Queensland spirit now?
Just let that thing go. Oh, no.
It's gone.
Not your nose, Bull.
He's all over.
See you, Bulls.
Laters,
Thank
baby.
you.
That was good.
Yeah, I liked it.